Alright, what up everyone? Nathan here coming at you with a new video. Today we're going to talk about the third day of E3 conference. Today we have to cover announcement for Ubisoft and Sony. So let's start with Ubisoft first. So there's a few things I want to talk about. So they announced a lot of things, right? But as this is again not like a recap of what happened, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of my opinion about the biggest announcement that was done. So the first thing is the new Assassin's Creed called Assassin's Creed Origins is going to come up. And we unfortunately just saw a small trailer. There's a lot of leaks in the game, so we already know it was like an Egypt-based game. But look, I think that Assassin's Creed always been a really nice game, just like Uncharted. It's just a game that is always nice to play. Like, it's always a nice game to play solo. So I don't know. We'll see if it launches in PC. I'm pretty sure it will. But I might play it actually. I might do a Let's Play on my YouTube channel, so make sure to stay tuned. So the second thing I want to talk about is, well, South Park is something that they announced. Like, you're not going to buy this for the gameplay. It's more for the story and, like, the jokes. If you guys are a fan of South Park and you like the first game they did, why not? I think they even announced, like, a free mobile version or something, or, like, a very cheap mobile game for the new South Park. So why not? And the last thing I wanted to talk about is, I wanted to talk about Steep. Steep is a game that I was really excited about. I was like really looking forward to it, and I felt like Ubisoft really got this SSX Tricky vibe that was really back in the day. If you guys remember when the GameCube was out, there was this game called SSX Tricky, which was like a snowboarding game, which was an absolute blast. I remember playing for hours, and besides this one, there was not like a really meaningful big snowboarding video game out there, and Steep was about to be it. We saw an amazing like hyping launch or like release, like pre-release or pre-alpha or whatever from some streamers and some YouTubers. And it was very exciting, like some bugs and stuff. It was not a done game, some graphics like just not very good graphics, but it was just a pre-game, of course. But overall, the sense of the game looked very promising, and I was very excited about it. But the only thing they announced basically is an Olympics DLC that will pretty much give you some like Olympics runs through the game. But there was no update about if there was going to be like graphics update, what they're going to do with the game, how is the game doing. So I was really expecting more from Ubisoft there about Steep, because I feel like it is a game with a lot of potential, especially for VR gaming. But again, maybe they're trying to wait, they're trying to see how VR is going. So I understand the waiting. Plus, Ubisoft had to announce a lot of stuff. I know they had to announce Just Dance, the new Far Cry, a bunch of other games. So they really did not take time to like talk about every single game, which I'm kind of disappointed. Like, I feel like they should announce, maybe instead of announcing like, I think they announced like 7 games or 8 games, they should just stay with like 3 or 4 and just talk more about it. Maybe take some time to show some gameplay or something like that. Let's move on to what I want to talk about on Sony. So I'm not a huge Sony fan. I don't have like a PS4, but I'm actually interested in what they're gonna release. The first thing I want to talk about is, of course, the new Call of Duty World War II, an anticipated game from all those Call of Duty YouTubers. And the last one is Destiny 2. So I wish I could talk about Final Fantasy or even Skyrim VR, which look very amazing, but I haven't really played, so I can't really give you my opinion or like talk about it. But if you guys want to share anything, hit me up on Twitter or like on the comments section down below. So for Destiny 2, I actually been an early adopter of Destiny 1, and I thought it was a great game, but it was missing a bunch of stuff, like maybe a solo mode or like a better matchmaking or like some sort of like solo queue type of stuff. Like, it was still like a very weird game for me to adapt to. Plus, it's FPS on console, and I told you yesterday that I really cannot adapt to it. Like, I'm really bad with it, so it's hard for me. Basically, they announced a new game, so Destiny 2. They also announced the exclusivities that you can have if you buy it on PS4. And apparently, it is very story focused, so there's going to be a better lore maybe to the game, and maybe we're gonna see more solo gameplay in the near future, with maybe some videos released or like some sponsored content from YouTubers. Destiny community is big. I know on Twitch there's a lot of streamers, but we haven't seen this game shine despite the ton of money that the studio making it has been spending. It's a great idea, but maybe maybe they should think about more of the masses than the niche of player that already adapted it. We'll see how it goes. Destiny 2 is definitely a powerful franchise. We'll see. Honestly, like, I'm very curious about what's going to happen with Destiny 2. I'm also curious what's going to happen with Skyrim VR. Just to talk a little bit about Skyrim. Like, I've seen Skyrim. I've watched like maybe like a 50 episode let's play on Skyrim 1 from like a French YouTuber. So actually, like, I'm aware of what the game is. I feel like VR Skyrim could be absolutely insane. But again, I don't think VR is well developed enough. I don't think it's really a virtual reality. VR needs work before really blowing my mind. But I like the idea of combining VR and Skyrim. I think this is a great idea, and it could be really awesome. Like, to be honest, it could be really awesome. So let me know what you guys thought about the Sony and the Ubisoft announcements. There was a lot of stuff to cover. Like, there was so much games. Sony announced maybe like 10 to 15 things. Ubisoft kept it around 10 things. It was a lot to cover. I just wanted to give you my opinion about the big things that actually caught my attention. Other things caught your attention, feel free to share it in the comment down below. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. I'll see you for the next video, guys. Cheers.